Hello guys, Eric here with Speed Health Online. Our mission on this channel is to empower people to live a healthier, happier and more abundant life. And I've made this call today for two main reasons. And I have a very special guest speaker on to help us with these two topics. First of all, I want to empower people to have more clear information. There's a lot of misinformation and fear going around right now. And what I've learned is there's two kinds of people in the world: the informed and the uninformed. And the uninformed people create a lot of fear in themselves, but also with people around them. So the purpose of this call is to educate people and leave people with a sense of calm and knowing and understanding how to better their own situation with this coronavirus, which is around the world right now. And secondly, the purpose of this call is to share with you the health benefits and particularly the immune benefits of Reishi. Now, myself and my speaker, Dr. Bob Rakowski, are distribution partners for organic Reishi infused products. So we're going to share with you a very simple and accessible way for you and your family to help bolster your immune system from today, so you have a better chance against all kinds of viruses or any challenges that are going on in your life. And I want to be clear with this, guys. This is not me taking advantage or using this as an opportunity for a sales pitch. This is us sharing information that has PubMed data on it, and it's up to you to do what you choose to do for you and your family. So the gentleman that I want to introduce to you is Dr. Bob Rakowski. He is a world-leading health expert that I'm honored to work with. He's a clinical nutritionist, he's a chiropractor, a kinesiologist, and he's the head of the Natural Medical Center in Houston, Texas. Who is he? Well, he's really been helping people, doctors, for instance, for the last 25 years, lecturing to doctors on natural medicine and holistic approach to healthcare, but also helping world-class Olympic athletes, as well as helping terminally ill cancer patients come back to health through natural medicine. So he's no amateur in the game of health, guys. I want you to really tune in and listen to what he has to say with current data on the coronavirus and what you can do to help bolster your immune system. So Dr. Bob, thank you so much once again. Share away, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful introduction. I appreciate your friendship and your commitment to our world. You know, there's a quote I'm going to go, and I don't know who to give it to at this moment, but they said, look, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but they're not entitled to their own facts. So I'm going to share a website that gives us up to the minute information about this coronavirus. It literally is up to, the moment. So here we have 139,670 confirmed cases, 5,122 deaths. Now, if you are a math expert, or even if you're not, right, you type that into your little calculator and you're going to find that that's less than 3.7%. Now, I don't want to belittle that. Death is certainly something that we don't wish on anybody, but who's dying from this? So let's go to the age, sex, and conditions, and I'll even blow this up. And what you're going to find out is the majority of people that are dying are over 80 years old. So consider that the lifespan on planet Earth is 79 years right now. So if people are dying over 80, that was about their time window anyways. Some over 70, very few over 60, but the probability of dying below 60 is very, very low. Now, what else is going on with these older individuals? They're also immune compromised. So take a look at this, 0 to 9 years old, no fatalities. So I find that very, very fascinating, because generally the pediatric immune system is not yet developed. So how is it that these kids are being spared? Well, it may just be overall resilience. Now, I'm going to go back and I'll take a different thing. How about by country? So we know that this started out in China. So let's look at China. China had 80,000 cases, 3,177 deaths, 8 new ones relatively recently. Now, I want you to think about that area of China. Wuhan, China, 8.4 million people in a tight area where they didn't know what was happening when this bug came out. So all of these people were interacted in a very tight metropolis. So what's the probability of a lot more people having been exposed than the 80,000 that were diagnosed? Well, let's just say that it's 100% probability that more people were exposed than were diagnosed. So how many cases were there? I don't know, a couple 100,000, a million, I don't know. But then suddenly you see that the death rate is going down, down, down from there. Now, when you start looking at Italy, there was some concerns about Italy. And in fact, that country was in a panic. Italy has the oldest population in all of Europe. And again, the vast majority of people that are reported to have died in Italy over the age of 65 with immune challenging circumstances. So what conclusion can we draw from this? Well, again, you're entitled to your own opinion, but what about the facts? The facts are this. It's got about a 3.7% death rate, with the vast majority of those people over 80, some over 70, with immune compromised systems. So what does that mean if you're 60 or less? I think fear is more damaging to you than the virus.
What would you be your top strategies for the average person to just stay safe and stay healthy?
Well, we certainly know that if you allow yourself to be stressed out, the top enemies of the immune system are stress and sugar. And that's very well documented. If you look at diabetics, and they often lose limbs that become infected because of compromised immune system and circulation, don't be loading up on sugar at this point in time. And find joy and peace. If schools are closed, awesome. Have some wonderful family time. Well, I believe that's the job of every parent, to protect their family. And if you're sitting in front of the TV with news that sells, the only news that sells is bad news. So what do? We don't buy into the fear. We honor our family. We enjoy the downtime as a gift from the universe. We use that to get better, stronger, faster, smarter. I tell people you've got to eat right, drink right, think right, move right, sleep right, poop right, talk right every day. Make good, nourishing choices. If God made it, it's okay. If man made it, don't touch it. Stay hydrated. You and I like to talk about healthy coffee and tea as actually being profoundly nutritious water. And I don't know what it's like in Ireland, but we have plenty of people in the US that don't drink much water at all, but they drink a lot of coffee. So why not make it a healthy coffee? When it comes to think right, be at peace, be joyful, have fun. That's great for your immune system. Move right. Well, you're an expert at that. But here's what we know. The studies show this. If they gave rats a really bad flu, and who knows if it was swine flu or bird flu, this one is bat flu. Where's it coming from next? I don't know, but for crying out loud, stay healthy. But if they gave the rats a really bad flu and they let them sit on the couch doing nothing, about 57% of them died. When they put them in moderate exercise for about 30 minutes a day, that might have been a very simple wheel. Well, only 18% of those animals died. When they made them run for 2 hours, 70% died. So there's a sweet spot with exercise, and it's not zero and it's not extreme. It's right in the spot where your body feels good and can recover. Sleep right. Sleep is critical for the immune system. There's a book called Peak by the world's foremost authority in peak performance, Anders Ericsson, the best of the best of the best. Sleep 8.6 hours a night. There's a lot of recovery, a lot of regeneration, a lot of immune activation in good restful sleep. Poop right. Certainly we want to eliminate from our body, but all of our elimination channels. So I exhale toxins, I sweat toxins. I'm more likely to sweat toxins if I'm actually moving my body. My liver, kidneys, and bowel all work together to eliminate toxins. And one of the best ways to detoxify is to not put toxins in. So make healthy choices, organic choices, non-processed choices. And then finally, talk right. Every cell in our body is in communication with every other cell at all times. When you pay attention to all of the Magnificent Seven, then your talking right goes well. And keep in mind, your immune system is in communication, but the self-talk you have, the positive mental attitude that you maintain, is awesome for the immune system.
Fantastic. What would be some of the top health benefits? If you could maybe share something on screen as well so people could see in the video what it is, what does it look like, and what are some of the key health benefits. Obviously, you mentioned the immune system already, but some of the other health benefits that people would hope to experience with Reishi.
This is Biomedicine and Pharmacotherapy, volume 107, November 2018, and then pages 507 to 519. Type that in your Google search. You can get the article. They may charge you for the article, but you may be able to find this summary. So here's what it says. Number one, it's an immune modulator. Well, what does that mean? If the immune system seems to be too strong, like an allergy or autoimmunity, it can calm it down. What if it's too weak, infection or cancer? It can pick it up. Notice it says anti-cancer. Now we found 14 different cancers in the peer-reviewed medical literature that Ganoderma is effective against, including glioblastoma, the most aggressive brain cancer that medicine doesn't have any answers for. Anti-diabetic. If you break down the mechanisms, there's at least 5 mechanisms by which it's anti-diabetic. Atherosclerotic means it prevents hardening of the arteries. Anti-fibrotic prevents scar tissue forming. Fibrosis tends to affect the lung and, believe it or not, the brain. And the brain, it can be associated with Alzheimer's. Chemopreventive, that means it prevents the toxicity of certain chemo, either drugs or chemo agents in the environment. It does say anti-tumor. It also prevents the toxicity of anti-cancer drugs. Analgesic, meaning it's good for pain. Anti-inflammatory by 13 proven mechanisms I found in the medical literature. Anti-nociceptive means it's good for pain. Antimicrobial, including some of the worst microbes on the planet. Hypolipidemic, it can lower bad cholesterol, lower triglycerides. Hepatoprotective, it protects the liver. Anti-androgenic, we need to be clear on that. It's actually women that are concerned about too high in androgens. And when women have too many androgens, too many male hormones, they can have male pattern baldness, acne, and they can get cysts on their ovaries and become infertile. Ganoderma is really good for that. In terms of males, it's actually an aphrodisiac. It's good for testosterone. It's good for the prostate. Anti-herpetic, there's over 200 strains of the herpes virus. By the way, including the shingles virus is a herpes strain, herpes zoster. Anti-arthritic, over 200 arthritides. Anti-osteoporotic, it has an ability to change the chemistry in a way that the body can enhance the production of new bone. Anti-aging, anti-ulcer, and that's just one article. And as you mentioned, there's over 3,000 in the peer-reviewed medical literature. If you type in the word Ganoderma, that's where most of them are going to be listed. Reishi, a bunch under there, and also Ling Chi is another term. But these are all proven health benefits to this compound. Now, can we make that claim about our product? Funny world. No. The PubMed can say all at once. We can point them to the PubMed. We can tell them we have USDA certified organic Ganoderma, but we can't make any claims about our product.
Wow, just seeing that again reminds me how incredible Reishi is for our health. I'm so excited to share this with people, and the best part is, guys, we have 100% USDA certified organic Reishi infused in things that people love to do every single day, which is coffee, tea, and hot chocolate for kids. If you would like to enjoy the health benefits of Reishi, then click the link in the bio saying Reishi Beverages, and you can get that shipped directly to your door. And for the month of March, you can get an incredible wholesale offer for the entire year. Now, if any of our distribution partners share this video with you, then go directly to them. And if not, go straight to the website you'll see on our link to get legitimate Reishi products. Guys, do not skimp out and go to Amazon or eBay to purchase consumables. That's a very dangerous strategy. A lot of what is on there is actually counterfeit. We've seen this happen before, so go straight to our website for legitimate products. If you would like to know more about the health benefits of Reishi, then PM me directly and we can add you to our customer health group on Facebook. I know we'll move past this coronavirus, but it is a good reminder that we need to invest heavily in our health each and every single day for us and our families to protect us against all illnesses and disease and to take actions that stack the odds in our favor. So I would love to thank you once again, Dr. Bob, for sharing your time with us today. And I'm blessed to be partnered with you in sharing these health benefits all around the world. So thank you once again, Dr. Bob.
I want to share one final thought because I've been on a Zig Ziglar binge. One of the great mentors of all time that passed a few years ago, he said, find yourself a healthy doctor, you know? So if your doctor's not modeling the health that you want to show yourself and experience for you and your family, you might consider looking elsewhere.